So, thanks for coming along today, guys. How are you all feeling?
Good.
Feeling excellent? Did you have good days yesterday?
Yes.
And here's the important question. Did you all do your homework?
Yes.
Perfect, because that's going to make the lesson so much easier today, because it's going to facilitate what we do. On the homework that you did, what was the name of the TED Talk that you watched?
How he beat stage fright.
Yeah, How I Beat Stage Fright. So what we're going to talk today is about fear and overcoming fear. Can you guess what I was scared of?
To teach.
It's a good guess. No, I didn't have stage fright.
Clowns.
Clowns, that's a good guess. No, I didn't have a problem with clowns.
Presentation.
Presentations? Not really. Arachnophobia, really good guess. Not arachnophobia, but you're close.
Oh, really?
It wasn't of spiders, it was something else that was small.
Snakes.
Not snakes. It's a very small snake.
Lizards.
Not lizards, something that was not rats, smaller than a rat. I could fit it in my hand. Not mouse, not cockroach, you're closer again, so you've got kind of insects here.
Snails.
Snails, not snails. Not flies. You're close though. Something that
Bees.
does. There we go. Bees. Yeah. Bees and wasps. When I was a little boy, I was terrified of them. But when I grew up, I was determined to overcome this fear. And I did. But how do you think I overcame this fear? Any guesses? What might someone do to overcome a fear?
Face your fear.
Face my fear. Exactly, that's exactly what I did, Abdulaziz. How did I face my fear? I joined a beekeeping club. So at my school we had some beehives, and students would go in and look after the bees, take the honey. So I decided to overcome my fear, this is what I was going to do. Of course you get all suited up, but you're kind of safe from the bees, even though you hear the noise and they're buzzing around. Slowly, over time, I lost the fear. So I faced my fears. So that's me. What about you guys? With the person next to you, tell them something that you may be scared of. And if you're scared of nothing, lucky you. But if you are scared of nothing, what other things are people scared of? Okay, just 2 or 3 minutes. Go.
My answer is ready. I have fear of stage, I have fear of presentation, I have fear of let's say like speak when you're like standing and everyone look at you. It's
Okay.
a spotlight, I hate it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Since you were little?
I'm still.
I had it last even worse. My worst like test. I was time on the evening before, and I was sure I was able to make it. And I mean, I had so many of them, and I had to do it because it was school. And,
It became easier, right?
It became easier.
When you can see through.
Oh yeah, those kind of walkways. Yeah.
Old towers. I stay behind. Like
Really? So it's a little bit of, do you know what we call that fear? It's kind of heights, isn't it? So it's vertigo. Vertigo, yeah. Which is it's a really common fear, actually. Yeah. And how do you deal with that? How do you think you could overcome that? Ayane, what was your fear?
Talking to new people.
Okay, so quite shy. Okay,
I
okay.
haven't overcome yet.
So when you came to England, obviously that was a big jump, right? How did you cope with that situation?
Just be myself.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're facing your fear, aren't you?
Yeah, once I'm in a society, I'm fine.
You feel more
But
comfortable.
First step is really.
Yeah. Okay, interesting though. But I mean, doing this kind of trip is a big step. So good job, well done. Okay. Let's get some quick feedback. Over here, so Stefan and Alicia, what fears were you discussing?
He's afraid of spiders.
For such a big, strong man? Oh, Stefan, what is this from when you were a little boy, or?
I have no idea.
Okay, interesting.
I just a big one.
How about for Marco and Ayane?
She's scared about snakes.
Or snakes? Yeah? And for Mariko, what was she scared of?
Snakes.
Snails. Oh yeah, that's kind of strange. Snails can't hurt you, can they? They're kind of slimy and horrible, but they're not dangerous.
I don't like parents.